And so you've been in development for a year and a half. Then you started sales a year ago.
Yeah.
And if you look back over the last 2.5 years, knowing what you know now, what would you have done differently?
Oh, yeah. There are many things, actually. First of all, one serious question is about functionality. Right now, there are no standards how all this should operate together. For example, it is almost nobody knows how to use agile tools together with heavy tools. For example, how to use very flexible and simple to-do lists in heavyweight project management, which is driven by Gantt charts for 1 year. And it is very difficult to combine all that into one suite to bring some more agile tools into usual traditional heavy processes. And right now we actually know what our customers told us. They told which functions are more convenient, which are more used, which are less used. For example, we have feature video reply in our tasks. For example, top manager can just click reply and in voice reply the message, and the video is recorded and put into the task. He should not type even, etc. However, we launched this feature 2 years ago. 1 year it was not used almost, it was not used at all. Probably just we got 100 replies, not more, just during 1 year. And then people started using it. We don't know why. Probably webcams appeared in offices, etc. But this is just one example when we released the feature before the market was ready. We also integrated Twitter 1 year ago into Comindwork. Right now, in the winter release, Salesforce does the same for Salesforce. They embedded Twitter engine into its value proposition. We did it 1 year ago. And half a year, again, almost nobody used it because people didn't understand how microblogging can be valuable in the enterprise. Right now it is completely recognized by everybody, and grants like Salesforce even added such functionality. However, we right now know that we could add it later, just when market is ready, when other people communicated and protected this idea for enterprise world. So most of all such examples we have that certain features could be probably delayed and others which we are doing now could be probably go earlier. Because right now our team is releasing the new builds and version every week. So we are in the situation of infinite beta, and we provide the huge customization to suit long tail value proposition. So customers with different needs could customize their product for them.
So you're going through a very long process of educating the customer, yes?
Yes.
On how this will work, and of course you're experimenting with new features as a way to try to increase usability. What are some of the things that you've learned in terms of educating the customer? Because you mentioned that a year and a half ago, 2 years ago when you started, there were no standards.
Yeah.
How are you trying to establish standards on the part of the customer base?
First of all, these standards are being burned right now, actually. And for example, we use a similar trick like Google. We have so-called Comindwork labs. And we imagine new feature, think, well, it can be probably interesting. We do the beta version of it and put it into labs so every user can switch it on for his usage. So, for example, we recently released a multi-project Gantt view, and the company can just go to our lab and switch it on for their own account. One by one we see that many customers did that, and many customers are starting communicating their ideas, feedbacks and demands. We're getting huge amount of emails every day from our customers where they perfectly explain how they want to see the system. We know many other competitors who just don't listen to their customers. They have their value proposition, they don't change it at all or change it very slightly. And the customers often just come to us, not even because we are doing those ideas, but because we are listening and we are building some roadmap for our product to listen it in the future. Right now, the most difficult part is actually user interface. The goal is not just to make it easy to use, just tremendously easy to use. For example, we see a growing market of so-called aged people in United States and in Europe, and they just hate learning something new, some tricky interfaces. They just start using it. And we have now customers over 50, 60, in the age, and they're using it fine, and they are providing their ideas on how to simplify things. Just, well, hide this, or, well, guys, this is not that important. I use this feature just once per month, so probably just don't put it always here. And there are no ready receipt. We should just constantly listen to your customers. And when you have more than several hundreds of loyal customers who constantly report ideas, etc., they're just growing with them. So we're just listening, not maybe innovating and pushing customers to use that. So any feature is just put, and if it is not used, we can even deprecate it or hide for a while.
What are the obstacles or the barriers that you're experiencing now to scale up the business?
The main issue right now, actually, we are happy with the pace and with the speed of our growth, of organic growth. It's pretty evolutionary. It's not, shaking, but we see that the market is now growing probably a bit faster than we are, and therefore we want to scale faster. For this, we mostly limited in terms of customer acquisition money. We need more money just to build a more aggressive marketing, to work more with channels, and to build partnerships, affiliates, etc. Right now they are all done organically, and it is a bit slow, and we are acquiring our customers for very small sums of money right now, but actually it is okay to acquire customers for the price, for example, of their 1 quarter use or half a year usage. And because our typical customer is expected to use system at least 1-2 years, and usually they expand the usage to near work groups or near companies. Very often when some vendor is using us, his customers seeing the value of, because very often they use Comindwork for transparency for customers. And customers see this transparency and they want to use it for them as well. So it's something like viral effect, although we should maintain it with money, because customer acquisition is actually probably 3 to 5 times more expensive than we actually spend, because right now our only marketing expense is search engine optimization specialist who is just working with content and making good ranks in Google, etc. Right now we even don't optimize for other search engines, just with Google, and we still have a pretty good flow to grow fast.
I want to thank you very much, Andrei, for speaking with us today at the Russia Tech Tour.